He is completed. He's alive! He's alive! But seriously, I finally completed, after so long, I finally completed Bane. And I don't know if I really want to call it, I mean, it's technically a Marvel Legends style Bane, but it's also like a Mezco kind of style with the things that I used for it. So, you know, Marvel Legends, Mezco, DC, whatever, Bane custom figure showcase. There's the title right there. A whole hodgepodge of words. But anyway, if you guys have watched my other one, there's gonna be a lot of probably, you know, me talking about what I did, my process again. And for those of you who have not seen that, and this is your first time watching my videos or seeing this figure, you know, because I've showed them in a whole bunch of other videos, like in the process and everything like that, and then welcome to my channel, welcome to this. There's gonna be more videos like this eventually, because I've made some customs. I make a lot of kit bashes and all that stuff. I will pump those out more, like as I make them, and you know, as I'm proud of them and all that stuff, because like a simple head swap to make a figure amazing or something like that isn't really that interesting. Like, to a degree, I may do like a big showcase, but honestly, that's not why you're here. You're here to see this, and I'm here to talk about this. So let's talk about it. First, let's go over the recipe of this figure, in the fact that I used the DC Missions. Is that what that's called? The Batman Missions Bane head, which was like the $10 figure that was like really beefy and like short. That's what I used for this, as you can see, and I think it's a very, very amazing head, and it comes with the pipe, or the like tube, and I super glued that to the gauntlets. These upper gauntlets are Tombstone's wrist gauntlets, and then these lower ones are Deadpool's wrist gauntlets. The hands are Crossbone's hands, which I finally was able to put these on here, and I like it. I think it definitely ties the figure together more than just the straight up black gloved fists that I had on him from Tombstone. And these also actually fit too, so when I move the arm, I don't have to worry about the hand popping off. The body is Hercules. The boots are Cables, and the belt is Cables that I cut off the rest of his like big ass shoulder pieces and everything like that, because you know he's got like the little circle piece in the middle here, which I did not paint. This figure has 0 paint on it. This figure has 0 paint. It has only one little bit of super glue in that I super glued the tube to this wrist gauntlet. Other than that, this is a hair this is a hair like rubber band piece that I just slipped over his bicep and put around the tube to, you know, like make it look like it's running down his arm. And I think I did a really good job with that. Now, the pants and the shirt are from GP Slot on eBay, which if you guys do not know who that is, please go look them up, because if you do not know who they are just absolutely amazing. They make such amazing like capes and head sculpts. I think they either make head sculpts or they sell some head sculpts, you know, like from other companies, but they make such good 1/12 scale clothes and like capes and cloaks, and it's just it's awesome. It's amazing. It really, like, it takes your figure collection and it just bolsters it up to like 11. So that's, you know, obviously like that's what I used, and I couldn't be happier. And I've been waiting on completing this guy, and I was waiting on the funny story, I was waiting on the black tank top to come back in, and it finally did come back in, and I ordered it, and I waited and I waited, and I was like, man, why is it not here yet? It's been like a week. And I had realized that it had come 2 days later from when I had ordered it. It had come 2 days later. It just was slipped underneath, because it was in like a little package. It just slipped right between 2 pieces of mail, and I didn't find it. And then all of a sudden, you know, I was looking through the mail, and it was like, oh, it came a while ago. Son of a bitch. But I'm happy that it came, and it came so fast too, which, you know, that's fantastic. It came so fast. Tell your sex tape. All right, anyway, let's move on. So the figure, the articulation is not hindered at all with this guy, because the head can still look up super far, can still look down super far, and it can rotate to a degree, a little bit. Shoulders can go all the way up, which this one obviously not hindered, so I'll just show you guys this one. This one all the way up, you can rotate it. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, not hindered at all, which is awesome. And then he has up and down movement for his wrists, which are a little hindered because just the way the hands plug into the body itself, as well as having these gauntlets come down over this to make it look like a cohesive glove. So that's, you know, but really I'm not gonna be like having Bane go like this too much, so it's not that big of a deal. Ab crunch, he can still crunch forward, he can still crunch back. It's not a problem at all. You can see the head popped off a little bit, because if something that I messed up with when I first made this is I tried to cut out the like hole of this so it could fit on here instead of trying to cut this first. So it's a little wonky, but not too bad. Legs can go out that far still, so that's really good. Actually, probably force, yeah, I can force a little even more. So that far back, or that far out, that far forward, not really that far back, but I still got thigh swivel, still got double jointed knees, and they still move beautifully, still boot swivel, which is awesome. And then the boot articulation, so because that obviously isn't hindered at all. But yeah, this is my pride and joy. I'm not gonna lie, this figure is my pride and joy. Bane is my favorite Batman villain, and he has been for like the longest time. And I've been dying to see an accurate version of him portrayed on screen, because as much as it was cool to see Tom Hardy's version of Bane, and it was a, you know, like a realistic take on it, which, you know, that's, you know, I liked it. I did. I like his version, the "Hello, Batman. You know, you were molded by..." No, you were born... What the fuck is the line? I'm sorry, I don't remember what the line is. But all I know is and I can do a good Bane voice, but my throat kind of hurts because I've been recording a lot of videos. Because I haven't done it in a while, and so I haven't really spoken that much as I do on here, because you guys know, as you know, I ramble and I ramble and I ramble and I ramble. But other than that, you know, this, I do. This is my pride and joy, and I love it, and I want a comic book accurate Bane on screen, and I want Dave Bautista to play him. Or I want... It's so weird. That's the first time I've called him just straight up Dave Bautista, because I'm so used to just calling him Batista, because my wrestling fanness. But yeah, here, I'm gonna show you guys some comparisons with some other DC characters, and then I'll let you guys go. Here he is next to a Mezco Jim Gordon and a custom Marvel Legends style Catwoman that I made that is mostly kit bash, but with a little bit of, technically kind of kit bash, but it's a little customized, because that's not the head and hair combination that actually is, because that's Domino's hair and then Spider-Woman's face. But I think it scales all right. I think Jim's a little tall, but that's because I can't really bolster his height that much, you know? But the thing is, though, is it's not the intention to have him fight him, obviously. If I got the Mezco Batman, though, it wouldn't be a problem for me if you know, he fought against that Batman, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get that Batman, so we'll see. Here he is next to the Mafex Justice League Batman that I put Jim Gordon's trench coat on. All I did was pop off the arms and then just slide the sleeves up and all that stuff, so I made a Nightmare Batman. I made the Nightmare Scene Batman, which also, we're getting the freaking Snyder Cut, you guys. How did this happen? Like, wow, that's amazing. But I'm hoping that when I get the Mafex Batman, the Mafex Hush Batman, this is going to be scaled perfectly well with it, because it'll be a thinner Batman, like, you know, because it'll be a different kind of like size and everything like that, so I think it'll work well. And then here he is next to the Arkham Arkham Asylum Batman, and this obviously does not scale well together. I hope that McFarlane at some point gives us a Bane, and I hope that it's a big old beefy bitch, you know. So yeah, I think what I tried to do here with making this Bane tall and big without making him too tall and too big, I think it works. And let's say, just in case you guys only had DC icon stuff and you wanted to make a Bane because you never got, you know, because we never got a Bane from that, and you were like, man, I want to make a Bane that fits with my icon stuff really well, this is the Bane to make. Because the Hercules body with the cable boots and all that stuff, it works well because it scales well and it's huge, like, compared to them. Because I mean, like, look at the arm size here. Like, look at the head size, look at the chest size. It's like 2.5 times bigger than Nightwing's chest. But you know, no one's ass can ever compare to Nightwing. So let's be honest. So, you know. And let's say you wanted to get him into a squaring up, getting ready to kick some ass, getting ready to break some bats and cats and assorted ats, you know. Let's see, you want to do that, you could still get into a pose. So yeah, I'm very proud of this. This is a figure that I customized and, you know, kit bash and everything like that, and it's still able to be used, because most of the time when I make a custom or anything like that, like if you guys saw my Deathstroke figure throughout all my Titans reviews, and then through some size comparison stuff and everything like that I've showed you guys, that I still have yet to review, which I will at some point probably, maybe if I find, you know, do something else with it, I don't know. But this is the one that I'm the most proud of, because it's still functional over, there's a word that I'm blanking on right now. It's both pretty and functional. You know, it's not either pretty or functional, it's pretty and functional. And I'm very happy that I was able to make this so successfully, especially for my first time of making a full custom figure like this. You know, this, I couldn't be happier with the end result. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if you guys think there's like something that I could do to make it even better, you know, or if there's something that you don't like about this that you're like, oh man, this custom's trash, you suck, you know. Let me know that too, because all criticism is good criticism. Kind of. So, yeah. I will see you guys in the next video.